Hey YouTube, it's Casey here, or Inspire Change for You. Today is Thursday, March the 27th, 2014, and I believe this is my week 79 update. It's been a couple weeks, and a lot of things have happened in those couple of weeks. I meant to make a list, did not make a list, so hopefully I don't forget anything as I'm kind of trying to tell you guys. So week 76, made my video. I was 207, I'm pretty sure, when I made that video. Um, so 207 was doing good. Um, what happened? I got down to 205. I did see 205. It was a great feeling to be like 5-6 pounds away from Wonderland. That was great. It was short-lived. Monday following that week, I went to the gym, did 4 miles, came home. I know I've talked to you guys a little bit about me having some issues with dizziness, kind of blacking out, did some medication switch ups, still was having some problems, but Monday after my workout, I got really bad, and my dog, sorry, ended up like almost like when I would black out, then my lips would go numb and my hands would go numb. And by like 1 o'clock in the morning, I was in the ER thinking that maybe I was having a heart attack. They did all the normal tests and stuff. Didn't see anything wrong with me. Sent me home. Told me to follow up with my doctor. Um, couldn't get into my doctor until a week later. So I decided, you know what? Let's go to Tennessee. Let's just get out of town. Let's take a break. Let's just get away from everything. Um, I needed vacation, and we did. And there are some great experiences in NSVs that I have from down there that I'll get to. But we were there for 5 days, came home. Obviously, I enjoyed myself and ate, and I did not exercise. And came home, and the Monday following that, I was 212. Um, had made up my mind that I wasn't going to really exercise until I had seen the doctor because I figured he'd want to send me in for some tests and stuff. That Monday, I did have an appointment scheduled to get my IUD done, Mirena IUD birth control type of thing, which I will get to as well. Got that done on Monday. My doctor appointment was scheduled for Tuesday, but Monday night my sister ended up in the ER, and I'm pretty sure in my videos before I've maybe briefly kind of touched on some things with her, but she was born with deformed kidneys, and she's in the final stages of kidney failure. So things are kind of up and down with her, and they were really down. And basically, we had put her in hospice, and she was supposed to die, and she didn't die, and she woke up, and now she's home. But I canceled my doctor's appointment and spent that entire week from Monday night until I think like Friday, pretty much at the hospital, not sleeping, not exercising, stressed out, worried at the hospital. Um, so that was last week, and so still not exercising. So I did reschedule my appointment for my doctor. I had that Tuesday. So, but Monday I did work out. I worked out every day this week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Although they have been very light exercises. Yesterday I kind of tried to push it a little bit because I can't even get in to see the cardiologist until April 7th. And I just thought, I can't not really work out until April. I can't do that. That's too far away. And so I just said, I'll just try to pace myself. Yesterday I kind of pushed it. I did have some issues, not as bad as what I did before, but still, with anytime I'm really working out and push myself, I start feeling like I'm going to black out. So, yeah. So, I don't even know if I've told you guys my number. No, I'm thinking about it. I don't think I told you guys my number. Okay. So, this week, today, I am 209, which if we were going from my very lowest weight, which was 205, that's a 4-pound gain. If we're going from the other way, which would be the last time I made a video, that's a 2-pound gain. Anyways, in my head, it's a 4-pound gain because I want to be 205 because I was there. So, obviously, that's a reflection of not exercising. And I think that's a huge part of it. And I don't know until I figure out what's going on with my body and the blacking out spells. I don't know if I'm going to really be able to exercise the way I'm used to being able to. But I am trying to find other forms of exercise that isn't as stressful on my heart. So that's what's going on with that. I also have the issue, I mentioned that I had the IUD done, which anytime you're messing with your hormones and you're doing the birth control thing, hormones get out of whack. And for me, when I originally ever started birth control, I put on like 70 pounds in a year, something ridiculous like that, because of birth control. Mirena is supposed to be a little bit different. I can tell you that my face is breaking out, and I've been like on a constant period for 2 weeks, it seems like. So obviously my hormones are doing something. It can get worse before it gets better. So I'm going to just kind of try to stick it out. Obviously within the next couple of months, if I am not able to lose the weight with my, exercise and eating right, and I'm putting on weight especially, then I will get it taken out because it's not worth it to me to put on that weight and to struggle that way because of it. So we'll kind of see what's going on with that. So, okay, so that's that stuff. So those are my numbers: 209, 4-pound gain, depending on how you look at it. But on to some better stuff. Okay, so cleaning out my closet again, nice filling. I went shopping, and it was kind of, my brain is kind of trying to wrap itself around all of this, but I've been looking for a khaki pencil skirt, very hard to find. Went to Lane Bryant, tried theirs on, didn't like the way it fit, decided I'd have to get it altered, didn't want to do that. So I decided I would look other places and tried all the other plus size stores, couldn't find anything. Ended up going into Penny's and finding stuff. And not only was I able to stop. Can you let her out, please? Thank you. Not only was I able to find something that fit me and fit me right there, but I was just felt comfortable there, and in Old Navy and shopping there, and just realizing that I probably at this point could go almost into any store and find clothes that fit me. And I don't know why it's not as like as I thought it'd be. It just kind of happened, but it is. I mean, when I'm trying to find this pencil skirt, and you have like 4 stores to choose from, and you can't find one, and then you realize, wait a minute, I really could go into any store in this mall, and if they have one, should be able to find one. It was just, I don't know. It was a great feeling. NSVs. Okay, so I told you we went to Tennessee. And my first thought when we were talking about going, because it was completely last minute, but I thought, I'm going to go ziplining. Well, I didn't go ziplining, but I did a lot of other stuff that made me feel like in the end, I don't really need to go ziplining right now. But there is a place there called Wonderworks, I think is what it was called. And we went in, and they had this huge rock wall, and I walking through with my 3-year-old, and he wants to do it, and I look at the weight thing, and it was 300 pounds or something like that. So I was well below it. Um, and I have these stupid boots on with heels on them, but I decided I'm going to do this. So I harness up and I start climbing up the wall, and I get a little over halfway, and decided I wanted to come back down. Uh, but to get back down, you have to just let go. And, when you come from 330 pounds, letting go on something that up to that point I had only been seeing children do. I had seen no adults do this. Um, it was funny though, because after I did it, then every other adult in the place decided they wanted to go up the rock wall too. Uh, Letting go was hard. It was really hard and it was scary. But I did it, and I didn't die, and it didn't like come crashing down to the floor. So that was a huge NSV for me because I've never done anything like that. Um, they also had a couple of ride type of things where you had to strap in. One of them was like this bike that you pedaled, and you'd pedal and you'd go all the way around and you'd spin. And I did that, and the harness fit just fine. Everything clicked in, and it had room to click down and buckle. And the other thing I did, and I fit in it fine. I wasn't smushing myself into anything. It was a great, like, freeing feeling to know that I could do this or I could not do this. But my weight is not a determining factor in whether I do it or don't do it. Um, and all those things, the rock wall and the two rides, in order to get on them, because they do have the weight restrictions, you actually had to weigh yourself. And it wasn't like this little tiny scale that only you and the person operating the ride could see. It was this large digital display, and everybody that's near you and standing in line behind you can see your weight. And I realized that didn't matter to me if they saw how much I weighed. And in somewhere, I think I was almost proud of the number that I saw. Um, and I've never ever felt that way ever before in my entire life. So that was, I mean, to see a scale and your heart not start going, oh God, are they going to see it? Am I going to have to cover it up? Or, oh gosh, what's this person going to think when they look at this number? And it was just, I don't know, it was like a feeling. I've never ever experienced anything like that. To see a number that that is, you know, summing up me as a person almost is what these numbers seem to do to you, and not feel ashamed of that was it was great. It was a great experience. The other thing that I did, uh, if it's hard to explain exactly what this thing is, because when you explain it, it sounds like I don't see what the big deal is. But if you see it and you're on it, then you realize this thing is scary. But basically, they have this obstacle course type of thing that is like it goes up probably what would be equivalent to like a 3-story building, maybe something like that. And there's different levels. And your very first one, you're up 1 story, and then you kind of continue to climb. But you're doing things like just a tightrope walk, and maybe like a rope, not even a bridge. These things are not stable. They're not foolproof. You are harnessed in, but your harness is only keeping you from just falling to the ground. It's not supporting your weight. It's not giving you balance. It's just there so you don't die. And so I got up there and I did this. And I did it for my 9-year-old who is a bit of a chicken. Um, and I wanted him to see that, I wanted him not to be afraid of this. And so I did it with him, and I had the stupid boots on with the hill. But I got up there and I did it, and I made it through about 3 of the things before I decided that I was really stupid for getting up there. And my 9-year-old even turned around and he goes, "Mom, it's okay. It's safe. You'll be okay. Don't be afraid." I did come work my way back down, and I didn't continue to climb up anymore, but I did it. And um, you know, I didn't feel like the fat lady everyone was watching. Like, if I would have been in line before, I don't know that this had a weight limit on it, but if I would have been in line before, I know I would have felt like everyone's looking at me like, oh, I can't believe that fat lady's gonna do this. I want to watch her and see her, you know, and I didn't feel. I just felt normal. Just felt like a normal human being, and it felt free, and it was a great experience, to be able to do that stuff. I am at almost 16 minutes now, and I think I actually covered everything that I thought that I should. So, anyways, I hope everyone's doing great. If you made it to the end of this long video, thanks for watching. And until next week, hopefully, everyone take care.